Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, the Honorable Educator. My name is Rakhmatullah Ibnu Salam from SMAN 1 Pandeglang. And today I would like to give you some arguments about today's motion. That is, this House believes that scholarship should only be granted on the basis of financial necessities. Alright, before we move on to the arguments, I would like to explain today's motion. That is, firstly, scholarship. Scholarship is a grant or payment made to support a student's education, usually awarded on the basis of academic performance or other achievements. And the other one is financial. Financial is the finances or financial situation of an organization or individual. And lastly, necessity. Necessity is the need for something. So basically, financial necessity means that it is their financial needs. Okay, now scholarship usually awarded on the basis of academic or achievement of the students, like I said before, not because of their financial necessity. Now, over 1 million college students drop out each year, 70% of which because of financial problem. And a recent Wall Street Journal analysis reveals a 9 percentage point gap between graduation rates between lower income students and their higher income peers. And especially in this COVID-19 time that has devastated the entire world, the way to get a job or to get money in general is even harder. And that means the way to pay school for students will be a lot harder than the previous years. Okay, with that out of the way, let's move on to the arguments. Now, I would like to give you two arguments. Firstly is from the student's point of view, and the second one is from the government's point of view. First of all, I would like to give you the students' point of view themselves. Is that paying college tuition costs a lot of money. Now, with so many people now out of work, the financial necessity of the students that don't have scholarship because they can't get one gets even harder. Like maybe the students that need to have a part-time job just to pay it. Now, more than half or 56% of college students say that they can no longer afford their tuition tab, according to a survey by one class, which polled more than 10,000 current freshmen, sophomores, and juniors from 200 plus colleges and universities across the country of America. And half of them say they have to figure out a new way of paying school because of the financial impact of this pandemic. And further, nearly 7% of which of the students that they polled have already had to unenroll, or they need to find full-time employment just to pay their college tuition, or they have to find an alternative education option so they don't have to pay all of that money, the survey found. What this means is that students have a lot of harder time just to enroll colleges or attend classes in university. And like I said, like the survey found that they have no choice but to unenroll, or they have to find full-time employment job just to get the pay done. So with that, we would like to revise the scholarship system into that all the tuition that the students have, they don't need to pay it, so it is all free. And so that means the students that have financial crisis or they can't pay don't need to worry about all of that, so they can just freely attend college and they can get into higher education because of that. Okay, now moving on to my second argument, that is from the government's point of view, that the government need to give scholarship based on the financial necessities, not just based on their academic performance like the motion suggests. Now, according to a new NerdWallet analysis of data from the National Center for Education Statistics in America, a 2020 high school graduate could face $37.2 thousand in loans in pursuit of a degree at a public college or university. That is a lot of money. And how are the people who don't have money, or those who are not smart enough to get a scholarship could get into a higher education system, while the wealthy people are spending tens of thousands of dollars making sure that their children are accepted into elite universities of their choice, because millions of college students are at risk of dropping out just because they can't afford a book. So that's why the government needs to play a role or more role in helping students pay their college tuition, or even better, give them scholarship just based on their financial needs, like the motion suggests. For example, the government can create a program in which that they give monthly money or even weekly paying that transfers directly to their bank account so that they can pay schools and they can still get some basic necessities like food or clothes. So what we're trying to achieve is that the government's role needs to be heightened in the life of students. For example, like I said before, giving programs that give students monthly or weekly money, and to give a free scholarship that then they don't need to pay tuition, and all of that is free. Like I said before, and they need also to give them from the financial necessity, so that everyone can attend or enroll in college or university as they please, and that and then they, so that they may not have many debts in their lives, and they don't even have to get a part-time job to just pay it, so that the not so financial stable don't have to worry about their financial just to get into college or university. So to conclude my arguments is that if we implement this system, that means the life of students will get better and the education system will be better also, because there will be so many more students that attends the college or university. So that means that we, as from the government's team, agree with today's motion that we should give scholarship based on financial necessity rather than from their academic performance or achievement. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.